Hey class, Jason Wilson here. Good to be with you. We're going to go over StatTutor 4.1, Drinking Habits and Integrity of College Students. So I want to start off by just grabbing the data, and we don't do import because it's already in an R data format. So we're going to do a load from the folder, and I'm going to my downloads. It's called Drinking. That's the name of the file. Now before I do this, notice here I've got a data frame called data with 109 observations, and much to my chagrin, Acrobatiq has called the drinking data set inside of the R data file data. And you'll notice that data changed now, 236 observations, 4 variables. That's actually what it is though. If I click on data, then there it is. I have variables gender, alcohol, height, and cheat in the data data set. So if I do data, $, let's say cheat, then there we go. This is the 25th observation of the cheat variable in data. This is the 217th observation, and so on. So that's what I got. Now there's different ways to view that. The good way is to click on it like I did. If you just run the view command, it'll give you the same thing. Okay. If you only wanted the first 10 observations from the cheat variable, then I can open up a bracket and go 1:10, because 1:10 is just the first 10 values. So it's asking the first 10 values of the cheat variable. And I just picked that one. If we wanted to do alcohol, then we could come over here and do alcohol, data, $. Think of that as an apostrophe S, data's alcohol. First 10 observations. Great. Now if you want to start to analyze that, then let's drop off those first 10 observations and we can just work right on that. Data's alcohol, there it is. If you want to rename it as something convenient like X, then you can start working on X and just do X. Alternatively, what I introduced in my introduction to R scripts video is the attach command. If I just attach data, then I now can access alcohol. I can access cheat. Cheat. It's case sensitive. Need a capital C there, and so on. So that's very convenient that I can just grab those. Acrobatiq doesn't use that feature, but I want you to be aware of it for your convenience. Now, I'm up arrowing here, up arrow, up arrow, up arrow to the command I really want. Let's just look at data alcohol, and it wants to look at the histogram. So the histogram command is hist, H-I-S-T, and by golly, there's the histogram. I'm going to go up right like that. We won't worry about the labels and the axis right now. We'll cover that in more detail later. Getting that skew right shape is the key thing. If you wanted to look at the box plot of it, we're just going to use box plot, and that'll give me a single box plot. Not the most useful graph for a single variable. The histogram is clearly much better. See that data cluster down low, and on the box plot, there it is down low with it skewing out to the right. Great. Now, if I wanted to look at the statistics, summary is a great command. Acrobatiq loves summary. Notice I've got 30 NAs, that's people who didn't respond to the item, means 4.5. This is the minimum value, 0. This is the maximum value, 36. And the first quartile is the 25th percentile. So it's the value that cuts you 25% of the data is below, and then 75% of the data is above. The median is the 50th percentile. That's half below, half above. The median is the middle bar. The first quartile is actually that bottom number, and there's all the values are at 0 up through the 25th percentile. So that's why min and 0 are, first quartile are 0. Okay, that covers that. One thing I want to note here, if you do the mean command, then it's going to say NA because there's NAs in the data. So if you want to kick those out, we add the argument NA.RM. That stands for remove the NAs, and we're going to set that to true. It's defaulted to be false. So that will work for any of your other statistical commands like standard deviation. Now to analyze the cheat variable, let's go ahead and we've looked at data, cheat, there it is. And so R has a really nifty function called table. So if I just do table of cheat and hit enter, it counts up all of the categories for me. So I've got 216 zeros and 20 ones. Thank you, Jesus. I don't have to do that. As a shortcut, you can call that something. We could call it X. Our Acrobatiq says TBL. Let's just call it TBL. TBL. If you don't like TBL, maybe you like to use your own name. Who knows? I could call it Jason. Jason is just that table there. When I'm using the equal sign in this way, I'm just setting whatever my arbitrary variable name is equal to some object. So Jason is a table right now. Okay, so I'm a table, and we could take me and we could divide me by, let's say, all of the values in the table. So sum TBL, there's 236 values there. So I've got 92% zeros, 8% ones, that adds up to 100% because these two numbers add up to 236, which is the sum. You could then take that, multiply it by 100. That'll give you the proper percentage form. And that's about where Acrobat leaves off. It also gave us, if I want to do a pie chart, if I do pie of data cheat, then it tries to put a pie graph of all of the data points, which you can see this is grotesque. It's not good. The way you really want a pie graph is with the table, because the table has some percentage of zeros, some ones, and then it gives me that. Now it looks pretty naked there. The argument main is how you add a title. It's got to be in quotes. Works for any graphical command, but main, let's just say cheat. Then it puts a title on top of that guy. So that helps out a little bit. And if you want to do the bar plot, then the bar plot function works on tables. You have to have your data tabulated that way. It doesn't do it on raw data, same as pie graph. So that covers it for StatTutor 4.1. Hopefully just this little walkthrough is helpful to you. Please, if you have questions on this or anything as you go, shoot me an email, telephone me, get a hold of me so that I can help you. God bless you. We'll see you next time.